We could use this right here.
She's adorable.
Hi, I am Victoria of Modern Monk, and I am both grateful and privileged to be sitting here today next to two incredible individuals and musicians, Deva Premal and Miten. And for those of you who may not have heard their music before, let me give you a little background. Deva was born in Germany and as a young girl was introduced to the world of mantras and began reciting the Gayatri mantra daily. The Gayatri mantra is an ancient mantra that purifies the chanter and listener as it creates a tangible sense of well-being. At 20 years old, while visiting Osho's ashram in India, Deva met Miten and their love story was ignited. Soon after, her incredible gift for singing came forth. Miten, on the other hand, was born in England and achieved a very successful music career during the 70s and 80s as rock and roll was rising to its height. Miten toured with Fleetwood Mac, Lou Reed, and Ry Cooder. Unfulfilled with the fast-paced lifestyle of rock and roll, he journeyed to India where he immersed himself into the world of meditation and met Deva at Osho's ashram. Together, Deva and Miten have produced over 10 albums and have introduced a unique musical genre offering the ancient mantras of India and Tibet in contemporary musical settings. They have moved from yoga studios and expanded from retreats to performing in front of thousands in concert halls. Deva and Miten's 21-day mantra meditation received more than 134,000 participants from over 204 countries. Can you give us an idea from your point of view what your music is, what intentions, and what it brings forth?
Wow, how long have we got?
It's very special and it's very different at the same time.
Yes. The music feels like it's a spiritual practice, and that includes everyone who comes to listen to it. It's not something that we do for somebody else. It's not entertainment. It's an invitation for people to participate. And the participation is either through singing and chanting with us. With the CDs, where it's possible, in the concerts we invite everyone to sing and chant with us. We tell the words, and the words are written for everybody to get them very easily. Or to just be in silence with the music, which is equally powerful. But it's a meditation, It's like the music enhances the silence, So it is beautiful to listen to, and it's of course entertaining in some level, because you will enjoy it. I mean, I hope you will enjoy it, but that's not the point of it. It's not like showing our skills or it's about creating a space that enhances the silence naturally and effortlessly.
The reason we got to this music was because we were all in an ashram in India. And the only reason you go to an ashram is to learn something about yourself that you don't know, that you feel like something's not right in your life and you're looking somehow for a balance or some kind of connection to something real that sustains you in your life, And for us, the mantras do that, and the music does that. It gives us a foundation, it gives us a base on which to stand and move through the world. The mantras are very powerful sound healing formulas. They were discovered many, many years ago in India, and the scientists were working with sound, how sound affects us. Like a police car siren does something.
Alerts you.
Sure, a baby is something else, a baby laughing. So we respond continually to sound. And what these mantras are, they're refined moments of sound that actually affect us in very positive ways. There's mantras for physical healing. There's mantras for removing problems in your life. That when you get these problems and you can't feel it as if you're moving in your life in a smooth way, you have a mantra for that. And somehow these mantras dissolve energetic blocks. That's why we can travel so long and so far, because the mantras are very important sound formulas, and we are supported all through our lives. We've kept the mantras with us now for over 20 years, and I know I don't look that old, so I was only 25 when I first heard mantras.
I remember when I first heard your mantras, I had a YouTube playlist in my living room going on the TV, and I was in the other room, and all of a sudden I hear Deva's voice, and I stopped in my tracks. I was like, what is that? And it's just, like you said, it's on a whole nother level. It's not just for entertainment, it's this going within, and I was doing something and I had to stop, and I had to just listen, and it just causes you to just sit and be silent, which is just so important.
Yeah, and it's not the silence of the graveyard, you know, it's not a silence, it's not a dead silence, it's a silence that is ecstatic, it's a feeling of inner peace. When we say silence, we don't mean not hearing anything, it's not that. It's a sense inside of being still and at peace with yourself. That's what the mantras give you. And at any walk of life, any age, they connect. We've seen it now.
Right. What was your aha moment that transitioned you to mantras and meditation?
It was a gradual process, but the first thing that happens is you feel unsatisfied with your life. You feel like something's not right. You look at society, you look at the community, and you go, what's wrong? Why so much conflict, you know? Where can I be where I'm not in conflict? And I had to learn that it's only inside. That's the only place you can go. You can't find any peace out there. It's not that. It's about finding inner peace. Once you find inner peace, everything begins to change. But first your journey is inner peace. And what I learned is that the mantras open the door for the possibility to step beyond what we've been given in our lives as true and real and beneficial. You step beyond that and you suddenly have a different perspective of life, you know. Life suddenly looks different. It flows.
Right.
It flows and you're easy with yourself. You love yourself for once. You don't beat yourself up with this voice that goes, I'm this and I'm that.
And that voice will just keep you
goes
going.
on forever. Yeah.
And so people who are new to mantras, is there any practice that we should do? Let's say a conflict happens or something happens in our life, in our relationships, our jobs. Or is there something that we need to do to really help us find peace within this world that we live in?
I feel if somebody is totally new and has nobody to guide them in the beginning, I would just start with Om, because Om is so straight to the point. Everybody has heard maybe once in their life of the sound of Om. Om is the sound of the universe and the sound of unity, and it's very simple, it's hard to forget Om. You know, so just to sound and chant and tone Om to yourself for a few minutes and then have a few minutes of silence, that's already going to be an experience we hardly give ourselves, you know, because we hardly ever sit or don't do anything for a few minutes. And to go deeper, of course, there's like a mantra for removing energetic blocks, removing obstacles. They are available on our CDs. We made a CD called Mantras for Precarious Times, which is really a practice tool also for the beginning. So there's the mantra chanted 108 times in repetition, which is the traditional way of chanting.
Why 108 times?
Oh yeah, because it's the auspicious number of filling all our energy lines in the body that are called nadis according to the Vedas, and to really fill the 108 main energy lines. So it's you know, the rosary has 54 beats, so it's a very auspicious number that keeps coming back. And yeah, so the CD it's a good way to start. Or you know, nowadays there's so much available, you know, also online that we can, on YouTube, that we can get a introduction and feel.
Now, do you recommend mantras in Sanskrit, or creating your own mantra that you use as an affirmation in the morning?
Yeah, I'm not personally. I'm not familiar. I'm familiar with affirmations, but I'm not. It's not my thing, you know. But the mantras, because I feel the mantras are both ways. They are a thank you and they're an invitation, you know. So they are beyond words, because we don't speak Sanskrit, so we don't get into our heads, you know. Even if we say I'm love, then everyone has a different idea what love is, you know. But the mantra Aham Prema, which is I am love, Prema is the sound vibration of the feeling of love. You know, it's direct.
I
you know.
love that.
So it's beyond
because
what our concepts.
It's the Sanskrit language. The Sanskrit language, that's what you were asking. Like the affirmations are in English, but the Sanskrit language, like I was saying, is a collection of powerful sound formulas. That's what Sanskrit is. Yeah, so there is a vibration of love.
Bye.